So here we go, stacking that lane up against the Royal Ghost. And again, Princess does lock on to the 3 Musketeers before the Royal Ghost. Snowball also coming down. All right, here we go. Snowball is in hand. Here comes the rocket. Snowball, Snowball, Snowball. Snowball's down. And here we go. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. We are currently 123rd in the world. Leo Vargas, Peruvian pro, top ladder player, back on the channel for the second time here, guys. This guy is incredible, and this is the hottest bait deck in the game in terms of win percentages right now. We have the Bandit in there, we have the Rascals, and we have the Cannon Cart. So we have kind of those 3 big bodies that traditionally we're not used to seeing in our normal average log bait decks. We still have the Rocket instead of Goblin Gang, kind of to keep the average elixir cost relatively low. We have Spear Goblins in. So Spear Goblins in Goblin Barrel with the Princess, and the Rascals, of course, providing kind of that bait component to the deck. And the last change is no more log. Instead, we have the Snowball, which I'm sure you will see in today's video, combined with the Goblin Barrel, doing a good job providing the opponent is not going to counter it with a log or a bar barrel of their own. But if they have like a Goblin Gang, a Skarmy, as is the case with this first match here, we're just over 100 in ladder. We'll check in to see where we are after this match. But here comes a big push, guys. We're going against a giant mini P.E.K.K.A deck to start things out here. Arrows do come down against those girl Rascals. It's okay. We wait, we delay, then we play those Spirit Goblins, giving that Cannon Cart plenty of time to finish off that giant. Damage pretty equal here. Here come Bats against our Cannon Cart. Immediately Snowball comes down for Leo Vargas, and we actually do get that lockdown to that right tower. That's going to take that tower way down to 2290. Now the low damage tower. Aggressive we go in with that Bandit, excuse me, and now we have Princess in hand. Should be able to finish off those skeletons, and she does. So this deck is very, very good, guys. Really, especially right now inside the meta. Give it a try. I think you guys will really enjoy this one. Things to kind of be aware of with this deck is, again, in terms of air responses, right? You have Rascals, you have Princess, you have Snowball, which is a huge extra kind of weapon in your arsenal for you, because as opposed to log, you know, typically traditional log bait, they do rely on the Inferno Tower, right, as well. We don't have that. We don't have that Dark Goblin as well. So make sure if you're going against strong air decks, make sure you're keeping your Rascals in hand and your Snowball. That's going to be your biggest weapon against tankier air units inside this game. Other than that, we want to be very reactive to what the opponent does. We can combine the Goblin Barrel with various tanks in this deck, including Boy Rascals, including the, Boy Rascals, the Bandit, and the Cannon Cart. So we have some tank options to go alongside our Goblin Barrel in this deck as well. A big push potentially coming in the right-hand lane here. Again, Spirit Goblin stymieing that mini P.E.K.K.A in the left-hand lane. We're going to attack both lanes here, and this is something that you'll notice Leo Vargas does a lot with this deck, guys, is attacking both lanes, forcing responses from the opponent in both sides of the arena. Nice Bandit on the defensive end. We also have those Spirit Goblins essentially tanking for this Bandit in the left-hand lane right now. One does lock onto that tower. Tower falls down to 1241. Keep in mind, our last card is Rocket, so we're always looking, to Rocket cycle out of these matches. We're going to purposely allow that Musketeer lock onto our left tower there. Nice strategic play. Equal out the tower damage, doesn't matter. Our right side tower is the weak one anyway. He's coming in with a giant mini P.E.K.K.A. We're probably going to be ready, and we are, with those Rascals. See that Boy Rascal coming down very adeptly there, protecting our Cannon Cart. Our Cannon Cart still has that shield alive. Very well played. Eventually, the Cannon Cart does die, but stays alive in its second iteration, the Cannon, to finish off a lot of those skeletons. Bandit nearly gets a dash on that right tower. Meanwhile, we have the Princess putting in work here, finishing off the Musketeer. Now we have Spirit Goblins down in hand again here. The opponent has Zap and they have arrows, but they're not able to keep up with this onslaught of bait coming their way. Princess does lock on with one hit onto that right tower. It's not enough because of the new spell damage nerf. We need a little bit more chip here, and again, we do not have the logs, so we're looking to Snowball here in the left. Arrows do come down, playing defense first. Nice strategic play here by Leo Vargas, playing things safe here, and rather than going super aggressive. Princess is down. down, anticipating that Starmie coming down. It doesn't matter. We get that left tower down, 96 HP, and Rocket with the final hit. Starting this video with a victory. Let's check in to see where he is in the world. 103, be right back. But real quick before that, guys, today's video is brought to you by World War Doe. Now, I talked about World War Doe here on the channel before. At first glance, it looks a little bit like, hey, another game you might be familiar with, Clash Royale. However, it's actually a lot different. You do still have a deck of 8 cards. However, you have 2 different towers with 2 different abilities that have a cooldown, a heal tower and a rage tower. The heal and the rage both affect your commander, who you get to move around and control inside the real PvP battle, real-time controls here. So it's a really fun and different game to kind of try out, and the strategy is just endless in terms of different deck combinations with commanders and kind of how you're going to use your turrets to your advantage strategically throughout the match. Now, I did an interview with the game creator of World War Doe on my second channel. I'll have that linked in the show notes if you want to hear more about the game and more about the latest update, which will actually have seasons into the game. We're just about to enter into season number 2, where there's a bunch of new rewards and skins and all kinds of fun stuff to check out. Make sure you download using my link, guys. It's very important. You can see it on the screen right now. You can see it in the pinned comment in the first line of the description. Use that because you'll get 1,000 gems in a free commander skin. Again, guys, definitely want to take advantage of that. That's a lot of in-game resources, like 1,000 diamonds, like 1,000 gems. It's a lot of money, and it is, you know, take advantage. It might take up to 7 days, to be delivered into your account, so just note that. But hey, guys, perfect game to download, kind of get into right now before esports in World War Doe kind of takes off. They have a $25,000 tournament planned after COVID kind of subsides. So get in and get familiar with the game right now, and make sure you use my download link in the description below. Thank you, World War Doe, for sponsoring today's video. All right, guys, going into the next one here against this guy, this Chinese player. We're going to start out starting place of this deck, Goblin Barrel or Spear Goblins at the bridge. So it's going to be bait versus bait here. Surprisingly enough, Classic Log Bait is probably one of the most difficult matchups for this particular deck. And it looks like it's not the classic version. It looks like it's the Dark Goblin Prince version, which is actually the second highest win rates right now in the game in terms of Log Bait. This deck that we're facing right now. That Fireball kisses that entire counter push goodbye in the left-hand side of the arena. Here we go, Spear Goblins against that Goblin gang, the surviving Goblins from that Goblin gang. So we do take some damage early on here, getting a little tiny bit of it back inch by inch, spear by spear on that right tower. 28-41 here, about a minute into this match. So it's a little bit more challenging. He has Goblin Gang for our Goblin Barrel, and of course he does have the Log in his deck as well. Princess putting in work there along with the Snowball, mitigating all damage from that Goblin Barrel. Here comes the Log probably, and there it goes from the opponent. So let's see how we do in this matchup. A sacrificial Dark Goblin, not really sacrificial. He will get a shot or two unless we respond, and we don't. So he does get, or maybe we do a little bit late there with the Bandit. So unfortunate. Now Bandit is going to die quickly to those Goblins from the Goblin Gang, and again forcing 2 more of Elixir out of our hand. So trying to play kind of catch up here. And again, the opponent at this point in the match seems to be one step kind of ahead of us, right? Every move we make, and then again, the Rascals come down from the opponent. So this is going to be a lot of damage. We already used our Snowball, and yeah, that's going to be a ton of damage to our tower. 1250. Not the way Leo wanted to start this second match. We go with the predictive Bandit. Nice play there. That's going to do damage against that that Prince, and a Log is now out of hand, and we do get the dash. Meanwhile, Princess still alive in the left-hand lane. So Princess on Princess on the left-hand side. Meanwhile, our Goblins put in a significant amount of damage on that right tower. 1504 here. Here comes the counter push. So Cannon's going to make quick work of the Goblin Gang there. Now we have a Princess down again on our side, sniping that other Princess, and the Goblin Barrel does come down. We have Snowball in hand. Snowball does come down again, mitigating all, not one stab on that right side tower. Meanwhile, Cannon Cart putting in work, kills that boy Rascal, kills 1 girl Rascal, kills 2 girl Rascals, and doesn't lock onto the tower. Unfortunate there. Here comes that Bandit again. Prince is down just in the nick of time for the opponent. Our Princess putting in work on that left tower, gets a couple hits, and here we go again. Cannon Cart comes down, Fireball Snowball raining down from the opponent. Now we have Rocket. The opponent only has Fireball. Nice log by the opponent, but now we might pressure here. We do. Goblin Barrel comes down. Every time that log is out of hand, we're going to combine with the Goblin Barrel and the Snowball, as we talked about earlier in this video.
What did I do to deserve this?
Snowball is going to come handy in matchups like this. They're often, when they have log out of cycle, they're going to go with a Dark Goblin. They're going to go with Rascals. They're going to go with Goblin Gang. So this is going to be tricky here, guys. Log does come down. 355. Here comes the Goblin Barrel. No log in cycle for the opponent. We have Rocket in hand. 355 on our tower. 564. Snowball and Rocket will finish this one off, guys. All right, here we go. Snowball is in hand. Here comes the Rocket. Snowball, Snowball, Snowball. Snowball's down, and there it goes. Wow. 92nd in the world. Be right back. All right, guys, playing in this match number 3 here against Sorry Go Home. Ooh, very intimidating name. A little BM in the name. Sorry Go Home. Here we go. Princess in the back. That would be the third starting play you can go with. An aggressive Rocket from Sorry Go Home with the Ice Wizard. With the Goblins too. I was gonna say, it looks like it might be an Expo deck, but with the Gobbos in there, you never know. We're gonna go with the aggressive Cannon Cart. Why the Cannon Cart there? We're just gonna apply some dual lane pressure, try to get some counters out of the opponent's hand, because they went with a very aggressive Rocket. When they Rocket, it's really licensed for you guys, no matter what deck you're playing, to go a little bit extra aggressive in your next push. That would be one of the rare times that it's okay to just play a naked Cannon Cart at the river or at the bridge like we did there in that situation. So here we go. It is a Rocket Gobbos. It is an Expo deck. It is just the regular Expo deck with Goblins in it. Nice, I guess a nice NATO. Not really. It's a 3-for-3 trade, and they went with a preemptive Tesla. So it is an Expo deck. It is Icebo with the Gobbos in there. Kind of threw me off. So can we beat Icebo? Challenging, right? This dude has Rocket, he has Tesla, he has Login, he has Tornado. Plenty of responses to nearly everything in our deck, but we were able to overcome a challenging matchup in the last one. And here we go again. Rascals played right at the bridge there. Rocket is in hand by the opponent. They go with Log instead. That's going to allow us to go with the immediate Goblin Barrel, and we do. Goblin Barrel's down, and Snowball's down again, recognizing that Goblins were probably going to be coming down. That was the case. So we score a lot of damage on that right tower, 2202 remaining on it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds here remaining in single elixir time. So here we go, flashing that new slow-mo Archer emote are the viewers here, the live spectators, 19 of them right now in this match. Bandit's going to go ahead and dash against that Knight. This deck has Sorry Go Home's deck, Icebo. It's annoying. We're going to go ahead and use our Rocket there against that defensive Expo and immediately go again with the Goblin Barrel, get that log out of hand for the opponent. But things are looking relatively good here. Let's see if the opponent starts Rocket cycling at some point. Again, going with that Princess to try to inch our way around the Tesla. There we go. That's what that card is, the Tin Tesla. We go with the boy Rascal to tank there for that Tesla. Bandit's still alive, and we're going to go with the Cannon Card as well. So here we go again, putting a lot of pressure with that Cannon Card at the bridge, recognizing that he does have Rocket, but hey, he didn't really have enough elixir to play it, had to make a decision, and he opted not to go for it. Now, again with the dual lane pressure here, guys, we do have the NATO coming down from the opponent. Log saw that Goblin Gang, or the Goblin Barrel, excuse me, positioned a little bit extra to the right. That's what you guys can go ahead and do, especially when you're applying a split lane pressure. One hit, by the way, from that Princess. See how aggressive in this matchup we're being with the Princesses at the bridge, guys? And the opponent knows that's what we're going to be doing because they're going with those preemptive high Teslas to try to snipe away those Princesses, especially in the weak side lane. So again, we do have the damage advantage, but they cycled their second Rocket now on our left tower. Here we go. It's going to be a Rocket of our own on their tower, also clipping that E-Wiz. Very well played. So we have the damage advantage right now, thanks to that last Rocket. Snowball also coming down. Here comes a Goblin Barrel. Relentless pressure here from Leo Vargas. A Tornado comes down. We have 2 Goblins on that tower and a Princess on the tower. And there it goes. That's GG. Princess is going to finish things off, or maybe the Rocket is. Either way, the opponent gives up. Sorry Go Home is the one who's going to have to pack their bags and hit the road. There we go. Another victory. 3 in a row here for Leo Vargas. Let's see where we are now. 70th in the world. Be right back. All right, guys, so he said 1 more. We'll see if we can get him to play 2 more. We'll see what we can do here against Furkan Arabachi. Or Arabic. Something or other. Anyway, here we go. Bandit comes down. Kind of a weird log from the opponent. Don't know why they do that. I mean, we have the Goblin Gang out of cycle here. We go with a predictive Snowball, but we could have followed up with, oh, we get the dash. Very well played. Fisherman in the back. Yeah, so we could have went with the Spirit Goblins if we wanted to behind that Bandit once he kind of haphazardly cycled that log down on the Ewiz. Fireball coming down. So it looks like to be the new Royal Giant deck. This deck is everywhere right now. Good news is we can defend it pretty easily. So here comes another log out of cycle for the opponent. Goblin Barrel time. Here it comes. Snowball time as well. Snowball does come down against those skeletons. Meanwhile, the Goblins are actually going ham on that tower, takes it down to 1246 HP. Cannon Cart is still alive to get one shot against that Ewiz. So every time they're using their log aggressively, we're going to just go ahead and respond with the Goblin Barrel immediately with the Snowball, recognizing that they have Ewiz and they have skeletons, really, to use against our Goblin Barrel. That's all they really have, and Heal Spirit. I guess they have Hunter too, but either way, no matter what, when that log is out of cycle, we're going to be punishing with that Snowball. So here comes the Royal Giant, recognizing they have the Fireball in hand as well. So here comes a log again out of cycle for the opponent. He does get a few shots with that Royal Giant, a lot of damage with that Royal Giant, excuse me, on our right tower. Here we go again. Bandit still alive. Skeletons in hand? No. Okay, there it goes. I played skeletons and I missed it. Either way, here we go again. Heal Spirit played against the Goblin Barrel. That's not going to do much. 854 remaining, doing a very, very good job against this matchup. We don't have any really, really heavy, high DPS units. I guess Rascals and Bandit, Cannon Cart, they're all great, but it's not like a P.E.K.K.A. or a mini P.E.K.K.A. against this Royal Giant. So what we're doing here is kind of loading them all up, starting with the Bandit. Fisherman's going to pull that. We played the Rascals high. They pull that boy Rascal away, which is actually nice. The Cannon Cart is down. The Bandit is down. Spirit Goblins are down. And nice job. Nice job. We're going to get a dash. No. Hunter is down in time, but Cannon Cart is being tanked for essentially by those Spirit Goblins. And here it comes. We're going to go ahead, and that Bandit kind of did a dash into the Fisherman before the Fisherman could pull her in, and that tower is going to be down. There it goes. Another good game, dude. Leo Vargas, I told you guys this deck was really nasty right now. Taking down meta deck after meta deck after meta deck in this video. There we go. 7 seconds remaining. Loading that bridge up, putting some pressure with the Rascals in the pocket. 3, 2, and 1, and that's GG right before the Bandit gets a dash on that tower. Let's go ahead and check to see where we are right now and see if we'll do one more match, guys. Be right back, and let's see where he is first. 60th, be right back. All right, guys, I got Leo to do one more match. We're gonna do one more against Tomoya here. So what do you guys think so far? Are you impressed with the deck? I mean, so far he has not lost, going for an undefeated 5-0 video right now. If we can pull off this victory, we'll see what we can do. They go with a Bandit down. This guy is really good, Leo Vargas. A lot of people really impressed the first time we had him on the channel a couple weeks ago, actually a couple months ago, excuse me, with a very similar deck, not exactly the same, just a couple of different adjustments that he has made, mainly the Spirit Goblins in there for the Goblin Gang, and Spirit Goblins are down again against 3 Musketeers. Now this matchup, again, it's going to depend exactly on what they have, but the matchups have not been that kind for us, so the lucky thing for you guys, for me, is it's providing kind of a nice blueprint about how, if you're going to beat these popular challenging decks, go ahead and watch, kind of provide a blueprint, again, on that last match, right, against Royal Giant. What we essentially did there was put a lot of pressure on the opponent on the offensive side of the arena. He didn't get that chance to even play that many Royal Giants. I think he played, what, 3 the entire match? It seemed like around that. So here we go, stacking that lane up against the Royal Ghost. And again, Princess does lock on to the 3 Musketeers before the Royal Ghost. Snowball also coming down. So 3 Musketeers, just like that, they go bye-bye. Now we have a healthy Cannon Cart there at the bridge. Bandit's going to load the area up as well. A Bar Barrel does come down. Nice Bar Barrel by the opponent. Very, very adeptly mitigating damage. But hey, it's not over yet. Bandit does get a charge. I take it all back. I take it all back. Beautiful Bandit Spirit Goblin at the end of this push. And, you know, recognizing the fact that, oh, this is going to be challenging to defend. No, we go with Rascals. Nice positioning on those Rascals, recognizing the opponent only has Barbarian Barrel for a spell, so they really can't do much against Rascals when we place them low like we just did there. Obviously, if the opponent has Bar Barrel, most commonly seen right now, sometimes in beatdown decks, mostly in 3 Musketeers and in graveyard decks, recognizing playing your Rascals like that low is imperative to having success on the defensive side of the arena. So here we go again. Going to be a Bandit down to negotiate that Royal Ghost in the right hand right-hand lane. Meanwhile, Bandit on Bandit action in the right-hand lane. We have a Hunter coming down with the Heal Spirit as well. And the Cannon Cart does kill that Hunter, or I should say the tower kills that Hunter ahead of time. We're not even messing around here. We go with the Rocket against those Musketeers. We get one Gobbo with that off-center Goblin barrel on the left-hand side. Left-hand tower is down. Royal Ghost is down the right-hand lane. 961 remaining on our tower. Here comes a Royal Ghost and a Royal Hog push. Might lose tower here. Heal Spirit has landed. Rascal's putting in work against those Royal Hogs. Surprisingly, we don't lose the tower. Boy, Rascal doing a great job of tanking for that Royal Ghost, and that's going to be GG. A little thanks, a little BM at the end of the match here, guys, and that is going to do it. A Rocket against nothing, so Leo getting a little cocky here at the end of the video, but guys, that is going to do it. He said he could only do one more match. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. We end 56th in the world. A huge shout out to Leo Vargas. Follow him on Twitter. His Twitter link will be in the show notes below. Guys, follow me on Instagram, clash_with_ash. Follow me on Twitter at CWA. I do giveaways all the time there. Use creator code CWA. I appreciate you guys for supporting me here on the channel. And a big shout out to Geyser, to Stats Royale, and to Bren Chong, my YouTube partners. Check out their information in the description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.